Hi, gamers. Excuse me. This is Ichiban One here, giving you some of my thoughts about Resident Evil 6. First of all, let me start by saying I read a lot of mixed reviews about Resident Evil 6. And let me tell you something, I don't believe anything that reviewers have to say. Sometimes I don't even think that they actually be playing the game. You know, that someone plays the game for about 5 or 10 minutes and then they phone it in. And I also like to commend Capcom for trying to please everybody, the hardcore gamer, the Resident Evil fan, and the occasional gamer. With that said, I've been enjoying Resident Evil ever since the first Resident Evil back in '96, when they coined the phrase survival horror. But we all know that Resident Evil hasn't been a survival horror game since Resident Evil 3. You know, with that said, my likes and dislikes about Resident Evil 6. I like the game mechanics. I like the story. Hey, well, it's a Resident Evil game. What can you say about story? I like the fact that Sherry is all grown up now, instead of a little pain in the ass that she was at times from Resident Evil 2. I like the new character, Jake, being Albert Wesker's son, and also the antibodies in his blood to save humanity angle. I think all that's great. I also like the way they interwove each character's storyline. I thought that was good too. Now my dislikes. The quick time events. Let me tell you something. You know, Resident Evil's supposed to be a survival horror game, but the only true horror of that game is surviving the quick time events. I don't know how many times I died with the quick time events. I mean, there were just too many of them as far as I'm concerned. Basically, that's all I really have to say, you know, about my likes and dislikes. What I miss, though, I miss the puzzles. I miss, you know, the sharing weapons and ammo. I sort of miss that, but I'll get over it. And you know, the one thing that I truly liked about Resident Evil 6 is them bringing back the beautiful, mysterious, and deadly Ada Wong. You know, Ada Wong has become such a vital part of the Resident Evil franchise that without her, I feel like something's missing. That's what I really thought something was missing in Resident Evil 5. And now that I played 6, I realized it was Ada Wong. But since her and Leon are forever joined at the hip, it would be odd for her to be in a Resident Evil game without Leon and vice versa. Now, with that said, I thought Resident Evil gameplay. I thought Resident Evil was an exciting, action-packed, action-adventure game. I know it didn't please everybody, and some of the people comments like Capcom is sold out, Capcom has run out of ideas, they're going to stop playing Resident Evil. You know, the thing is, it's a business. I don't have to tell anybody that it's a business. And like a business, they're in to make profits. And I think they did a pretty good job of trying to please everybody, trying to give everybody a little bit of what they wanted. A little Gears of War, Left 4 Dead, Metal Gear Solid, just to name a few. You know, I mean, it's easy to have integrity when you have nothing to lose. So with that said, those are my comments, those are my views, those are my thoughts about Resident Evil. What's yours? This is Ichiban One here saying later for now.